very good morning, Your Highness, Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak Al Khalifa, Deputy Prime Minister and Chairman of the Supreme Council for Education and Training, Your Excellency, Dr. Majid Al Naomi, Minister of Education, Your Excellency, Professor Riyad Hamza, President, University of Bahrain, distinguished guests, excellencies from the various ministries, BTC graduates, ladies and gentlemen, what a joy for me to be here this morning. I want to thank you for giving me this honor to join you in this BTC graduation. Bahrain Teachers College, BTC, is truly a gem, or I should say a special pearl of the University of Bahrain and the Kingdom of Bahrain. It has been my humble privilege to watch BTC grew since its opening in 2008 to what it is today. Some years ago, I also had the privilege of reviewing the progress of BTC. I can say that BTC indeed has made excellent progress. You know, a great institution is characterized by at least three things. Number one, it's history and legacy. Number two, it's people. And number three, it's future orientation. Your Highness, Sheikh Mohammed, his interest, his concern, his passion for education and BTC speaks of building truly great leadership in education and a vision for this college. Your Excellency, Dr. Majid has mentioned about the accomplishments, and indeed so. The Kingdom of Bahrain is the first among the Arab countries and the fifth internationally to align its teacher education program with the British quality standards. And not only so, more importantly, BTC is constantly learning from the best practices from all over the world. I know from their constant interest and interaction with Singapore that indeed there is so much desire and passion to learn, and we learn a lot too from your spirit of pursuit of excellence. A great institution is also characterized by its people. My heartiest congratulations to you, BTC graduates. You are the people. You are the people who is going to continue to make BTC great because you have been mentored by very committed and wonderful people at BTC, the great leadership and the faculty. Today we are gathered here to celebrate your success, and it is my pleasure to commend you for the diligence and your commitment towards wanting to impact future generations of students. BTC has a very strong future orientation, as evident by the quality of the leadership, the quality of your curriculum, and curriculum development, where you have impact not only teacher preparation, but also teacher professional development and school leadership practices. You also have resourced yourself with wonderful library, providing the best intellectual scholarship for your students. I believe your commitment towards teacher education and also research in education will bring BTC forward to great heights. Today I'd like to share especially for the graduates 4 important words as you embark your career as a teacher. These words are: number 1, calling; number 2, care; number 3, creativity; and number 4, character. Calling. As you know, Teaching is a demanding profession. As you step into the classroom as full-fledged teachers, the students will demand the best from you, and parents will be very, very demanding. Because teaching is a calling, I hope you would not yet ever be perturbed in difficult situations. When you have a difficult child, that is the time you show your calling to bring the child to fulfill his potential. When you have very concerned parents, this is the time you rise up as a professional of calling to advise the parents. And when situation becomes demanding, this is where you rise up to learn from fellow professionals, and you will never give up. The second word, care. You know, when you go into the classroom each day, you may see sometimes 30 students, sometimes 60 students in a day, sometimes more. Remember, although you have 30 students, but to that one student, you are that one teacher to them. And so, the words that you speak to them, your interaction with them, mean a lot to the individual child. Always remember, as a professional, your main calling is to the learner. You are not only a teacher of the subject, but you are also a teacher of the learner. Long after your students finish their program, they may forget about the subject, but they will always remember your care for them. The next C is creativity. We live today in a very complex age, fast-changing society, and a new profile of learner. Story was told about a grade 1 primary school. The teacher asked a question to these grade 1 kids. If I have 3 apples in one hand and 4 apples in the other hand, what do I have? An enthusiastic child put up his hand and says, you must have very large hands. Our children today are very smart. When they come into the class, they are seeking for meaning. They are seeking for discovery. And so, as teachers, we need ourselves to be very, very creative. Year in, year out, we should be thinking of what is the best way, what is the most interesting way to teach the subject? And how do I present learning in such a way that each individual child will learn the best through project work, through research, through activities? And the last C I want to say is character. Character. I'm a champion of what we call teacher symbolism. What do I mean by this? As teachers, you represent custodian of the society values and the national interests. Today, our children are exposed to the internet, and they're exposed to a whole host of voices speaking to them. Who is going to preserve their character and the tradition of the society? The teachers. So as teachers, we have to be role model in our character to preserve the societal values. Why do I say this? Because the more a child is rooted in his culture, the more the child will be confident and be able to contribute in a good way to the rest of society. And that is why, as teachers, you have the custodian role of building the values in our next generation. I believe with the good training that you have received at BTC from the very committed faculty, you would have got all this foundation to be a great teacher. I encourage you to continue to learn from one another and continue to tap on all the professional development that BTC is continually innovating to grow and develop yourself. Thank you very much.